preparing to live stream the meeting. So I've got to get ready to turn it off, so otherwise I've got two things planned. Oh, we're live.
Yes.
We are live. We are live. Right, let's quickly turn that other thing off. Otherwise, I'll be playing twice. That's it. So hello, everybody. So we've had to go onto here because I couldn't get onto YouTube. I did have a really strange feeling that I thought we were going to have trouble with YouTube. I haven't done YouTube using Zoom via Zoom for a long time. And so, yeah, so we are here. So people on YouTube, I'm hoping they will find me on here. So we've got lovely Vera here. We've got Melissa. And oh, we've got Julia coming back. So yeah. Let's so how are you, Melissa? How's your day been?
Oh, I'm doing great. I'm actually in like a little retreat, but they take a really long break. And then I saw your message. I'm like, oh, this is great. This will be fun.
Good.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely. What, like an online retreat?
Yeah.
Is that like a workshop? I don't understand the difference between retreat and workshop.
It is. It's actually at somebody's home. So it is like a retreat at their home, but it is spiritual, like a teaching retreat. Yeah.
So you go there, you actually physically go there, do you?
People do, but I'm doing it virtual.
Okay. Oh,
yeah.
I see. And we got lovely Julia.
Hello.
So
I'm back.
We lost you for a bit, didn't we?
I don't know what happened. It happens.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The internet just crashes now and again, doesn't it? And we've got Vera as well.
Yay.
And congratulations on getting your Reiki. So you've got Reiki 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, now? Yeah. Yay.
And the first, and I had to do exam.
Yeah.
On her doggy.
Right.
And I did get all the trigger points.
Oh, good.
And the next morning, he all of a sudden didn't have as much trouble sitting to, well, he cannot sit because his back is practically fused, the good part, but he could poop.
Oh, well, that's good. That's good. Right. I'm going to bring up my Facebook. So
and I have to make sure two are a little bit more fed.
Yeah.
And the first and I had
let me turn the volume down. This is I've got to do it this is how we used to do it before StreamYard.
Well, so I got it next to my screen, Ellie.
Yeah, I can't do that in case I click the wrong thing or do the wrong thing. So we've got Linda, who's there as well. So just trying to find you. I was feeling frustrated, but found you. Oh, yeah. We tried to get on YouTube, but YouTube just wasn't playing. Yeah, and I haven't got the competency to be able to get through blocks. You know, that's how I need technical people, but technical people can't help you unless they're sitting watching what you're watching and know what you're doing. So yeah, so we are here, at least we are here. So I'm hoping people find us. Linda, would you be able to put a message, or somebody could put a message on Facebook for me? I daren't come off this and just say we're not on YouTube, we're on Facebook, if anyone wants to join for the progression. Would that be okay? That would be amazing. In the classes chat. Yeah, so yeah, sorry?
Shall I write it, or is Melissa writing it?
I was looking for the link to share the
link is in there. The link is fine because it's the same, it's Zoom link. So it's only if people don't want to actually physically come in, but they want to sit at the background and do it, because I've said it's going to be on YouTube and it's not, it's on Facebook.
Okay, let me see. So I'll just tell everybody we're just going to be on Facebook then.
On
Let me do that.
Facebook, but they can still join in and come into Zoom if they want.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so let's do a little background on these lovely, lovely people here. So we'll start with Julia because Melissa's doing her helping me. So thank you. So Julia, what do you do, and how can people get in touch with you?
I'm doing healing work. My main job is being a flight attendant, but I also work helping people releasing their trauma and helping with the inner child work, releasing stuck painful emotions, and doing energy healing as well. I'm doing it for a few years now, and people can get in touch with me through Facebook or through my homepage website. They can contact me with juliaselina.com, but Selina is with a C. I have to write it down maybe. Yeah,
I always put Selena with a C.
yeah, it's yeah.
Yeah, I know some people do S, don't they?
Yeah.
Oh, lovely. So yeah, if you can't find Julia or any of the others, you can always contact me and I will give them the information, no problem. So yeah, highly recommends these three wonderful ladies. They're very talented and very, very healing energy just by talking to them you get. So Melissa, what do you do?
Oh my gosh, I do everything spiritual. And Julia, I want to say my solar plexus are like flopping around just by connecting in with everybody here, and your energy especially. Like I feel that healing energy right there. I do. Yeah, I do.
Thank you. Wow.
I make angel paintings for ladies who are pregnant with their babies in the tummy, and I do paintings.
Wow.
And
Oh,
I give them
gorgeous.
a reading with their painting. I do.
That looks Egyptian-y. That feels, it's got an Egyptian feel to it.
Yeah, all of these paintings are healing, and it is there. I do it for adults too, but it's your angels, and I read them. They're kind of like a totem. So I do that. I do animal communication. I do mediumship with animals. There's really not much that I haven't been trained in to work with somebody on, so I cover a lot of ground. So I guess I would call myself a spiritual advisor. Whatever people want to work on, I'm here, and I love helping people to grow their spiritual gifts because I'm not anybody's guru. I want to hand people the keys to their vehicle, you know what I mean? So yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah, so you can get hold of Melissa with it's whispering.
Yeah, or just Reverend Melissa Kennedy. If they type that in, I help on Facebook, YouTube, and my website. So super easy.
She's also a reverend.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you want to get married, that's she's there. And we've got our beautiful Vera, who's just got her level 1, level 2, and level 3 Reiki healing here. So how do they get in touch with you, and tell us a bit about you?
Well, like Melissa, I am basically all over the place with what I'm capable of. I'm rounding up a couple of things that I needed to round up on the healing path. That's why also sitting here with my nice and warm, comfortable PJs, because I found out why I was so tired. But I am basically a Reiki master for humans and animals. I am a multi-dimensional psychic medium. So it could be we're doing a half-hour reading and all of it comes through. Humans, passed on loved ones that crossed over. And even just sometimes say you have a problem with your animal, and even though you're on an animal communicator, sometimes when it's with your own animals, you have trouble connecting the dots. there are loose
True.
ends because you're totally in it. And I can, while we talk about it, I said, hold on, did you think about that and that? You see where it, so I can help you on getting the dots connected.
Yeah.
And that's even for people that just love their animal, their pet. Sometimes just a clairvoyant talk, because when I do that, I am fully connected with the animal, with the people, with the spirits. So yeah.
Lovely. No, this is good. We've got a lovely collection of people, and we've got our beautiful Susie, who just has this amazing personality, and she makes us laugh so much. She's just amazing, and
That's
a
how-
natural healing energy with our Susie.
And she went to a really deep connection path.
And Allie predicted it, and it happened. Bam!
Yeah.
I was shocked. So what happened was, what showed up in the mail for me,
Oh.
and I'm like, who? Okay, so the only people that have pictures of my dog are me and my kids. And I'm like, well, so I contacted one daughter, and she said, oh, I don't know. And then I contacted the person who made this, and she said, well, I haven't been told, I can't say, but it was Katie. And I just like, oh my God. I started crying when I saw this. I couldn't stop crying all day. I'm gonna cry now.
So
Yeah.
this is your doggy passed away.
Yes,
And this
2
was a
months
plaque
ago.
that was
Yeah.
made for you, and it was from your daughter Katie.
The two girls that, well, okay, so now, so we ended up calling on the phone. She's like, she kind of was taken aback. I haven't heard your voice for 3 years. It was very
Wow.
emotional. She said that to me. She wants me to come over for Mother's Day.
Yeah.
Now my other daughter is starting to give me grief.
Oh
I'm okay. Wait
Yeah, you
your
got-
turn.
no. You got one coming back to you for 3 years
And one
absent, and then you've got one daughter who's kind of,
oh, she's awful. But
oh,
I'm a newbie basically to you guys. But like Allie says, I do feel that I do have the healing energy. I'm not sure how it works yet. I'm still trying to figure stuff out. But I just also heard today that one of my nieces is separating from her husband, and she has a similar experience to what I had. So I have told my sister, give her my number. I need to help her.
okay.
So they're just
Yeah.
popping up everywhere and coming to me, and I'm like, I'm not asking them, and they're coming.
This is good.
So it's amazing. And
This is good.
all these women here, the rest of the ladies that are on this chat right now,
And whoever's watching
helped
as
me.
well on Facebook as well. We're
Who's
sending
that?
lots of love out as well.
yes, all of the group that I was in before, we've made some really good connections. Vera has helped me tremendously with my dog and my kids. And it's like, Vera, please, what do you have to say about this? I'm like, I'm freaking out. It's nice because she's not, it's not like she doesn't care, but she's not emotionally involved. It's hard for when you're going through stuff, and you all know this, for you to see clearly, but someone standing outside looking in, they're getting a lot clear messages, and they're not, they're detached, so they can do a better job of it than you can yourself. So
Yeah.
I'm very grateful for all of you.
And
Aw.
I
can't
told
say
you
enough about it.
Shiloh would have a surprise after his passing.
Uh-huh.
The blessings keep on coming, girl.
Oh my God. Vera said, I'm gonna cry again. She said, Shiloh's been going to Kira and Katie and whispering in their ears, telling them, I don't know
And
what he's telling them.
bringing you together. So
Yes,
he brought you guys back together.
that's right. because we had him for 16 years and that was the first dog that my girls ever had.
Yeah.
So it was a big chunk of their lives too, before they left home. And I couldn't believe they did that. I just couldn't believe they did that. It's been amazing. And I wanted to tell you all, thank you.
No, that's wonderful.
Well,
Good.
you're almost making me cry, Gil.
I know, I'm feeling
It's really
emotional.
hard not to cry.
Yeah.
It's just, oh my God. I'm just like, it's going to be a dam bursting.
So there is a link. Okay, there is a link if anybody wants to come in. It is on my Facebook. I have pinned it to the top of my Facebook page. So if you guys want to come in and do this with us, then you can, and just say hi. That'd be great. But today we're going to be doing, instead of a regression where you go obviously back in time, we're going to go forward in time, and we're going to look at your life. But we're also going to look and see what globally is going on, okay, and come back and talk about those experiences. So yeah, so I'm quite excited about this. My guides have just pushed me to do this, so this was from them, and it's like, this is what's got to happen. So okay. I feel we need a bit of hope. We need to know that things are going to get better. We need to know that, you know, we've already won this war. We know we've won the spiritual war that's been going on. And if people around don't know there's been a war, then you've not been paying attention, I'm afraid. Because, you know, there are a lot of cabal energies and people who are running the country. There's people above them. And so when they're not working for the people in the people's best interests, it's because they can't. It's because there's somebody above them that is working, and they run on greed and power and negative energy. And so if that sounds dramatic, prove me wrong, go and research it, look it up. Have a little look at Illuminati, have a look at the cabal, just tap it in, even on YouTube, because YouTube is censored, but you can still get bits and pieces out there. There's a brilliant film out there called Thrive that explains everything from start through to the finish. And there's Thrive 2. I think you pay for Thrive 2, but Thrive 1 is still brilliant. It explains everything about the banking system. You know, we can see now that the banking system is coming apart now. But please don't panic, because there's something brilliant coming in its place. So and that is not what they've said, which is a digital financial system. It's not that. Okay, so it is something like quantum financial system. I don't know what it's called. A lot of people talk about Nasara Jasara. Don't know if it's going to be that or if it's something similar to that, but I do know me and Greg have looked into it. Greg is very much Nasara Jasara.
We're going to prove them wrong.
Yeah, it'll be funny.
And who knows, all that shouting about this and this and this is just a way of putting everyone off track and put in the best system that there can be for every single person, just for one reason only, that they were born on this earth.
So we deserve this life. It shouldn't be this hard for everybody. It shouldn't be that two parents have to go out to work and hardly spend any time with their children, and they leave it to somebody else to bring up the children. And then we go into the education system that is pushing the woke stuff as well, you know, transgender and all of that. It's like, if that's your thing, that's fine. Don't push it on the kiddies.
No,
don't push it on the kids. It's just not
Oh my
on.
gosh, yeah. It's
sick.
causing so much confusion, you know, like I can't tell you how many people I've had for readings, and parents are just so distraught because their children are confused, and I'm talking teenagers and then preteens as well, you know. Yeah, but you know, it's interesting, Allie, that you decided to do this today, Coronation Day, and today was all about the crown chakra. Every person I did for reading today, they got crown chakra, and I feel like we are making history today. There's a reason why you felt so called to do this today. Did you feel that? Really
Well,
huge?
that makes sense now, but I didn't at the time, because actually I hadn't put it in my diary. I didn't want anything to know. I didn't want to know anything about the coronation at all.
This is
So I
us,
hadn't put it in
coronation.
my diary that
Yep.
that's what was happening.
Yep.
All
I don't
I'd put
even
in
know what it is.
a week ago, I'd put it in that I was going to do this in my diary, and
Yeah.
that's all that was in there.
Yeah,
It's where
Yeah.
the king is getting crowned.
yeah.
Oh.
But we're opening our crown to get the information that we need, because we are the important ones. We are important. So there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just thought, well, yeah, we'd just carry on with this, you know, why not? So it's going to be fabulous. So once we start with the meditation progression thing, once we start, we won't be able to let anybody in. So I just want to warn you, because you can't kind of come in and make a noise, you know, just in case, you know, you don't realize it. So I can't let anyone in then. So you know, I'm going to explain kind of how it's all going to work, and then you know,
Well, they can come in, but they will be in the waiting room until the meditation is done.
yes, yeah, I can let them in after that. Yeah, exactly. So has anybody done a regression before here? So you've had one done and you've given regressions? Yeah.
Okay.
What have you experienced, Melissa? What has been your experience with it?
With past life regressions,
Yeah.
people get so much healing, and they have certain things in mind, but you never know what you're gonna actually find out once you get into that meditative state. And then it's great because you interact with the person that you're doing it with. So while they're in that light state of meditation, you can actually speak to them and see things like they're seeing them, and maybe even a little bit more, so you can do a few things while they're going through it. So I find it's healing. It's very healing, and they have things come up after too. So it's not just that time that you block out. So they have things come to the surface. So sometimes 3 sessions have to take place for past life regression. Yeah.
Definitely.
We did in class, but I was like just staying on top of it. But
yeah, I mean, there's different types of regression. Obviously, you can actually do hypnotherapy, which is deep, and there's still different levels of hypnotherapy that you can do with past life regression. When I do regressions, it's like a recall. So you're going back into, obviously a one-to-one session is going to be a lot better for you than in a group, because you can only, you know, really go in very light. But it's still beneficial. You still get to know some of those lifetimes, and it is fascinating. And you can then go and do a bit of research and look into it and say, oh my goodness, this actually makes sense because of this, and this. And so it does unravel a lot as well. Oh no, we've lost Julia again. Oh,
she'll come back in.
Her internet is playing up today. She's in Germany. So, you know, we've got Vera, who's in the Netherlands.
Yep.
And we've got Susie, who is in the USA. Whereabouts are you in the USA?
Western Pennsylvania.
Okay. And then we have Melissa, who's in the USA as well, and she's
in Oklahoma.
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 And I picked up crochet.
So if anybody else wants to pop in, please do. Please come on in. The link is there.
Shy.
Yeah, don't be shy.
Don't be shy.
So we've got Doreen. I've just seen in the chat there. I've just seen Doreen So Linda said, I have done one QHHT session, one soul retrieval and a shamanic, and one past life recall with Ali.
Wow.
Yeah. So Linda's gone the correlation. So beep, beep, beep. Doreen's at work, so Doreen can't come in. Hey Lamar, hello. Hello. Yeah, anyone can join in. Yeah, absolutely. Right, so I think it's like all of a sudden all these messages came up, and it's like I've been looking. I couldn't see them. Comes Julia again.
Ding dong.
Yeah, her internet is like ding dong, bye.
Yeah.
Bong.
Hi again.
Hello.
I'm sorry. I don't know what's wrong with my internet.
We
Playing
already
up
said
big
it.
time.
Huh?
Playing up.
It's
Yeah.
still playing up. Maybe the energies are too high.
Yeah. I have
Wait.
problems with my internet for months right now.
You have so much good energy, you're just blowing it up.
I don't know. I don't always feel like that, but that's it. I will focus on that.
Just put your hand on towards the internet and tell it to calm down, and only what an internet can handle.
Okay. Calm down now.
Calm down or get out.
No, not getting
No, not the internet, but
Stay
Bad
the
energies,
tricksters.
stay the F out.
No,
This is
Wait a
ladies only, no entities or aliens.
I would do it like this. Hello, dear. Please
Don't
stay
mind-
connected.
You don't mind the nice energies.
Yeah.
We don't mind the off-worlders who are nice.
Right.
We're
No.
good with them.
I'm
No
nice
bad
to
peoples.
Yeah, we don't. There's
I'm
other
nice
No
to
bad energies. You're not allowed in. It's
No.
exclusive.
Yeah.
No, we don't.
I will love you later. Thank you for connecting. Thanks.
Peace, love, and light.
I'll just talk to my, to the device,
Yeah, of course. I mean, that's just normal, isn't it?
Yeah,
works.
he's talking to me right now. He says, "Yes, my dear, I'm staying for you. No problem."
I can tell you a little story about that. Years ago, when you still had to call in to get
Oh
in.
yeah, that beepy.
Dial
Beep,
up.
beep, beep,
Yeah,
beep.
you dial.
Oh, it took forever.
And then I
Young
had
people
to
won't
do
know
some-
anything about that. Young people, they won't know
No.
anything about that.
I had to do some transfer. And when I had finally had the internet, clunk, went off. Redial. And it had to be done that night. It kept going and going up. Dialed again, went down, dialed again, went down. All of a sudden, I was so
Off.
irritated.
Yep.
You can say
And
it,
I
Vera.
shouted, "Dad, now you leave that alone." Shouted at my dad in spirit. Then I could be on the internet for the next 4 hours. No trouble at all.
We don't realize how much power we've got. We have no idea.
Mhm.
We've got another couple of people coming. That's Julie Rogers. Hi, Julie, lovely. She's an amazing counselor, and she does it spiritually. Highly recommend Julie Rogers.
Is that on Craig's Facebook?
No, it's on my Facebook. Oh, you've got, is that Labradorite as well?
Yes, it is. It's hard to see the colors.
Beautiful.
I also have a point, but it broke.
Yeah.
It went like.
I said, don't worry about it. It just wants to be on 2 places.
I love the Labradorite. Oh, this one is awesome.
It is beautiful. It's very, very, very pretty. So we've got a lovely Concha as well in the chat on Facebook. Hey, Concha.
Could do some damage on somebody.
And Findel, hello. Hello. Right, so we're going to get started in a minute. So we'll wait until Susie comes back.
Sorry.
So is everybody up for doing this
Oh,
live?
Ellie, that's one that you want to take out.
Well, I wasn't sure.
Yep. Well,
Oh, it's a spammer. Oh, bless them.
Yeah.
I
Go
love
spam
that.
somebody else.
Oh, bless them.
And I've got
Yes.
fireworks going. I'll mute my mic.
Bless them.
Bless that little pain in the ass.
Yeah, so what we're going to do, first of all, is I'm going to be doing a little visualization, just a protection thing. So anybody at home, if you want to have a go, please do. And please write down your comments, write down what you're experiencing and what messages you've got. Okay. So yeah, we're going to be doing a visualization, a protection visualization. And then after that, I'm going to talk you down into, it's like, how can I put it? It's like a semi-hypnosis, but it isn't a proper hypnosis, okay? It's just, you know, a focus, okay? And so whenever they go into a scene, it's never into a really like busy scene or a scary scene or a something else scene. It's always kind of just, what are you doing, Vera? Put me right off.
Well, fireworks.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So I just threw them a little bomb to annoy them.
Okay.
And
Where was I? Where was I?
You
You
were
want me to
telling about
mute?
what you were going to do.
Yes. So, so what we're doing is we're going to be going into this kind of like it's like it's hypnosis. So I'll be counting to 10. Okay, when we get to 10, you'll be in a very tranquil place. Okay, so it won't be in a scary place, it won't be with lots of things going on. I'm going to ask you guys to stay in a bubble. Okay, this bubble is your protection bubble, which we're going to be putting in place right in the beginning. Okay, and this bubble is where you can rise above and look down at the scene. So this will be your future scene, but you're going to be looking down, and it's like you're somebody witnessing, okay, like a movie that's playing. So and we're going to keep progressing on a little bit more and a little bit more. Okay, that's how it's going to work, so that we can see, and hopefully we'll get a little bit more information from each person. Each person will bring a little bit in. Okay, so yeah. Right, so I'm trying to what I'm going to have to do though is ignore the chat, guys, because I won't be able to do that and this, okay, because I'm going to be shedding a lot of protection out. So just quickly before we go under, so hi Cheryl, hello James, hey Gracie. Yeah, so yeah, if there's anybody who wants to join in, remember, you can, okay, join in, enjoy. Okay, so are we ready? So what I'm going to do is ask you guys to put yourselves on mute, if that's okay.
If you see me spook, they're firing the fireworks again.
Pardon?
If you see me like, okay, then they're...
All right.
So you know.
All right, so if you wanted to light a candle, you can. Okay, so does anybody want to grab a candle quickly, light it? You are welcome to do that, or you can concentrate on my candles. I love my candelabra. It's pretty. Brandy, we're going to be doing a progression. So we're going to go into our futures. And also we're going to look around and see what's going on globally as well in our lives. Hi, Kevin. Ready? Here we go. Right. So just close your eyes or stare into your candle, whichever you want to do. So we need to now center ourselves moment to moment. So I want you to take a deep breath in, and I want you to sigh out loud. And with each sigh out loud, you're getting rid of tension and stress. And you can do this a few times until you feel your shoulders start to relax. And now I want you to visualize you're inside a bubble. This bubble can be a color today. Let's make it a color. So just in your mind, what color is it? Just mentally take notice of the color of the bubble that you're in. And now we're going to build up the most protection that you can ever have is love. So I want you to think about the happy moments that you've had in your life that have brought you joy, happiness, unconditional love. So that could be around your pets. It could be around your family, your children. It could be, seeing remembering a beautiful summer's day or a sunset, sunrise. And let that fill your heart. So this is also an energy and also comes with color as well. So feel this filling up that bubble inside, swirling around. On the outside of your bubble, you can put some glitter. You can put some sparkles. So this is your protection. So now we're going to cleanse the room that you're in. So visualize a beautiful golden light coming down from the heavens and down into the room that you're in. Visualize that energy like a vortex. Visualize it spinning and spinning around. And anything that has been negative or worries or stress, it's all going to be taken away into this vortex of energy and lifted away from you. Visualize this bubble that you're in. This golden light is swirling around and it gets larger and larger until it goes to the walls around your home. It takes with it all of that, anybody else's stress and strain as well. You can feel the love vibration that is left around you. So you're going to have your loved ones, your spirit guides, your angels. You're going to have all of those coming with you on this journey. And they get excited as well. So you may feel that excitement building. So this bubble is going to move forward along a timeline. And this timeline is going to be the best timeline that you could have. It's going to be the best timeline globally, best timeline for you. So we're going to be traveling forward. And when I get to 10, the bubble is going to be hovering over a place. It can be hovering over people. It'll always be a quiet, tranquil scene to start with. And then as we move on, it may get crowded. You may have lots of different people around you. Okay, so here we go. 1, 2, bubble is floating up. 3, 4, bubble is moving forward now. 5, 6, moving forward still. 7, 8, 9, nearly there, and 10. Take a look at what you're seeing. Take a look at the scene. Are you inside somewhere? Are you outside somewhere? Who is around you? Take a look. What is your feeling? Is it 5 years forward? 10? 20? 30? You have to leave your logical brain completely out of this as you do this. So it doesn't have to make sense to you. Who's around you? What family members are around you? Friendships. It's like you are a fly on the wall, watching what is happening. So in a minute, we're going to move forward. Okay, so we're going to now move on. Now you may want to stay where you are and find out more information. And if you do, that's okay as well. But if you're ready, you can move forward. So we're going to move on now. 1, 2, and 3. What do you see happening in this world? Is there still a government? Is there still poverty? What is life like for the general people around you? How has life changed? Have a look at the clothing that people are wearing. What sort of fashion is it? Is there any new health products around, med beds or other technologies? I'm going to progress one more time. See where things are going. So 1, 2, and 3. What can you see now? Who do you recognize in your life? Family, friends? What work are you doing? Is it spiritual work? Is it healing? Are there still homeless people? Just a few more minutes and then we'll come back. going to start to come back now. So 3, 2, start to wiggle your fingers and your toes, and 1. And anybody who's been doing this or experienced anything or saw any visualizations or anything, please write in the comments. We'd love to read those out as well. So just want to say hello to a few more people who've joined us here. So we've got Kevin, Maureen, Jacqueline, Najara, I hope I've said that right, Terry. So hey to everyone. Yeah. So does anybody want to share their experience here? What did you see? What did you experience? What about you, Julia? Do you want to go first? Yeah.
Yeah, well, that was interesting. What I saw globally was that the people have become way more compassionate and benevolent towards each other.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, they're helping each other, rebuilding society and whatever is necessary. Like education system, healthcare, whatever. This is what I saw, and yeah, I didn't see like homeless and very poor people. Even the poor people or the poorer people in society, they will be they're being helped.
Yeah,
they will be supported. There will be some changes in the healthcare system for sure. Yeah, it's about to thrive. So what I have seen in the future, that we will thrive as society.
yeah.
But what made me really happy was when I felt the compassion and benevolence towards each other. And this is what I feel we desperately missing, because we have a very narcissistic or psychopathic society structure. It's very abusive the way people handle relationships, and this has to change. This is what I think is very important. One of the most important things, that people learn to be compassionate and benevolent towards each other, and not so abusive, to support each other, and not to leave your friend or people just behind and don't care. So we have to care. Yeah, we belong to each other. We're brothers and sisters from one family at least. So that was a positive movement.
And where did you see you as well?
Well, I saw myself, the best version was there was a partner on my side, a really strong bond.
Yeah.
And I saw myself very grounded, very very strong. I will do some healing work as I do it now, but way more.
Yep.
In a very balanced way, but not only healing, it's spiritual work. Whatever, it's not only healing, it's way more. This is the version I saw of myself.
That's wonderful. So very uplifting feeling for you.
Yeah. Yeah,
Future.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So that does sound like the cabal energy, as we're never going to get rid of all of it, let's face it. Probably, it's like, when they say that they got rid of the mafia, I'm not so sure they did they get rid of the Nazis? Not so sure they did. Project Paperclip says that they just moved the Nazis scientists over to NASA, So yeah, maybe
there will be some little spots, but it's not the dominant vibration anymore. And maybe there are some areas on the planet or some countries they need some more work to thrive, or it will take longer. It's a process.
Yes.
Step by step. I mean, that's logical.
Oh, thank you so much for sharing.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Oh, good. That's really good. Who else wants to share? Vera. Okay.
Before I'm taken out by the great way they tell it in the storyline.
Okay.
Well, what I've noticed, first thing, you know, the northern light.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that was swirling all over. And I felt strongly all types of blue color communication, as if that is now where I went, the part where I went. I didn't get exactly a time frame. First, I know 5, but 5, yeah, that can be 55 years.
Yeah.
But I kept on moving through, as if I was just floating in it, looking. And when you said about government, was that the first one? No, homeless.
Mm.
I was like, nope.
No homeless. Yeah.
Because even though they might not have a normal home, everyone has a roof.
Yeah. Roof over their head.
Like that are long, because that's what I'm feeling. I was trying to find out what I was feeling, as if the weather has calmed down in such a way you don't have those extremely highs and extremely low temperatures. More balanced, more floating. That's the feeling I got. Government? Well, only a slave of the people.
Okay. So the people are kind of more in control now of things, which is what they want us to believe we are, but we are not. They are controlling us.
Now they are, at the moment they are, because that's the thing, letting you think it's your idea what they're doing.
Mm. Yeah, exactly.
But then it switches around, and that was literally like slave, but very short slave.
Mm.
Flew by, but that was not that they are the slave, but they have to be do what people tell them. So if they're government, no.
Brilliant. I love that.
Medbeds, I heard temporarily, but where I was, it was no longer needed, connected to nature, natural treatments from Mother Gaia.
Okay. So the med beds did the healing, and then after that, it was just sustaining good health.
For those that really needed for those that really needed that, their bodies were so abused, because that's what's happening. There will be brought to a point they continue their own healing.
Wow. That's lovely.
Yeah.
And what about you? What were you doing, Vera?
It was like I was in that void, but it was not a void. And at the end, because I was literally, it felt like I was in it. I was, how do you say that? It's not fused, but sticking in it. My energy was still collected.
Yeah.
Floating through guidance.
Right.
I heard when you said, ask about what you do. And in the end, when you said a couple of minutes, yep, you're gonna get a healing right now. And I saw a huge yellow, golden, bright, close to white, but there was that. And then it was like, okay. And you know, when I go there, sometimes I just speed through it.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what I got.
All you got is brilliant. It was really good. And thank you guys. We've got, I'll read your comments in a minute. So there's people in the chat who are giving their what's happened to them as well. So lovely, Linda has done it, and Concha. So yeah, if anybody else has experienced anything with theirs, please. This Concha's saying similar. She's got the similar to you there. So this is interesting, isn't it? Okay, so Melissa or Susie, which one wants to go next? Melissa?
Yeah, okay, so the first place I stopped, which was interesting, they only took me 3 years ahead. So when I was in that place, I was traveling. It was so normal. Like I was working in a healing center, and then I see myself traveling to all different places. So I felt like traveling freely. There was nothing stopping any of this travel. Like we could just go where we needed to be. There was that freedom. And then the next place I went, it was 10 years ahead. And so when I looked back to where I was at the 3-year point, at that point, there was rebuilding going on at that time too while I was traveling, but there was an event that happened, and it was like, you know, people talk about like the flash, like a solar flash. I saw like it was a bright light, but it was something that had to happen to bring everybody's consciousness together. So there was a sense of sadness, but yet it wasn't a sadness that we knew things had ended. We knew things had to happen, but we were okay with it, because from that vantage point, 10 years out, after I look back at that 3-year point, it was things were just kind of rebuilding. There was no people weren't in lack. It was peaceful. Everybody was working for the same goals. It was community. It was local things. It wasn't, you know, we could still travel about like we could still communicate like we do now, but it was more local, where you are, you know, connected people connecting together. And then they brought me 30 years out. And it's almost like when I got 30 years out, it was like I was looking at the world from up above. And so at that vantage point, it was like the earth was renewed. And I felt the same thing about people, because as I looked around, it was like everybody was basically around the same age, you know, like people that I had known or interacted with, like we were all around, like we were all healed in that way. We were all well, and we looked like around the same age. And there was let me see, there was a whole other bunch of things that they showed me. It seemed like, and then there was a lot of ethereal kind of building. Like, in other words, I feel like we were being supported by otherworldly or other dimensional benevolent beings, and they were very tall, etheric, you know, flowy. And you asked about the clothes, and the clothes were very flowy and comfortable, and almost like goddess, kind of like, you know, white. I saw a lot of white, but these beings are very tall, and the structures that they built were, they were white. They were pure, like almost crystally white in color. And it's almost like our thoughts. But what I got from it was our thoughts built these structures. So they taught us how to materialize things with our thoughts. So the earth was beautiful, renewed, and we were renewed as well. So that's what I saw. And
That's amazing, isn't it?
governments didn't even, it was like,
No.
people don't even want that. We don't really even need that way of thinking anymore. It's a control thing that people don't really need to be governed. We just want to live in peace, in harmony, and love.
Oh, that's wonderful. It's lovely that the off-worlders, because the off-worlders say that they can't actually come here and walk amongst people because of the judgments that they would get. You know, anything different is judged.
Yeah. Oh, you know what else they showed me? They showed me the way we travel. It's, you know, like hover above the earth.
Yeah.
So in other words, it's like it's connected to the earth, but we get places really fast. So whatever system of movement or travel, it's quick, you know, we get there fast. I just wanted to add that in because it was a lot, and I actually recorded everything I got because I
Oh,
talked it. while I was doing
good.
it. So, yeah. But I
Yeah.
wanted to share that because that was awesome, because the way we can go anywhere. So you won't need a passport. You won't need to be checked. You can go wherever you want.
I've got some news about that.
Yeah.
Going. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll tell you in a bit.
Okay. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Well, one thing I need to add,
Mm-hmm.
because I didn't see people, I only saw energies with the bluish, well, different blue colors. No black colors.
Okay. I'll be buggered because I wear black quite a bit.
Yeah, but in the energy,
Oh, okay.
in the energy. Because
Energy.
I only saw the energy.
Ah. Yeah. Oh, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Susie, lovely Susie, what did you get?
You're a mute girl. Ah,
She's trying.
I'm a big disappointment because I was trying so hard. All I could see were big bursts of Vera colored, her bathrobe colored bursts. And when, because I wanted it to happen so bad, nothing happened.
you did see
Aw.
colors.
You
I
saw
did.
colours.
It comes in and then it softly goes out and then it comes in. And that happens to me when I'm falling asleep. And after that, I start to dream. So I'm this close.
Oh, well, you
Susie.
tried. You
I
tried.
tried so hard. I'm like, just don't think about anything. Just don't think.
Some just see that colors, and that is the energy.
Yeah.
So if you literally would not see anything, but you saw a color.
I saw a color, the color you're wearing. I mean, not that bright, but it was like, I don't know how to explain it. If you ever see, like, sometimes they have these videos with psychedelic colors going woo like that.
Yeah.
It looks like this, and it would come like all these edges come out of it like woo, like that, and then fade. And then another one would come in, and then another one would come in. I'm like, can
That
you
sounds
just
like
show me
healing.
something, please?
Yeah.
That sounds like healing to me.
And if that's a purple
Intense
color,
healing.
Yeah.
But
and
May I
then I forgot what the purple color represents.
The third eye, right? No.
I would like to add something.
That too, yeah. You
Go ahead.
finish off, Vera, and then we'll go to Julia. You said about third eye, Vera.
You
Oh,
frozen?
that's what Susie said it. Because that
Yeah.
purple color, and I forgot where it is connected to.
Because the one on the top, what color is that? I mean, this
I
is,
always see it as white, as
well, that's
all
what I
colours,
thought too.
all colours, but other people don't. So
Right.
I would like to add something
yeah.
because it's interesting with it's like the violet flame color.
Mhm.
And Saint-Germain, or how do you say that in English? Saint-Germain, Saint-Germain,
Saint Germain, yes.
is now the Kohen of this time, and he is, how do you say, he's standing for the violet flame. He's the violet flame, and that would make sense for me. As you have seen the violet color, it's a healing color. It's healing.
And that's why you picked that robe colour, Vera,
Yeah.
because of that reason.
I love
And
that color.
Yeah,
I
it's
love it.
beautiful.
It's gonna.
I walk to my red one. I have the same, so I can switch out a little. I walk to the red one, but my hand went to the purple one.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
didn't, okay, that one.
Absolutely love that color. Amethyst.
So
but yeah.
do you feel, Julia, it was healing, and the colours were linked to the healing then?
Absolutely. And when you said you put some color in your bubble, I have chosen the violet color.
Oh, I didn't ask you guys about that.
Intuitively, I have chosen the same color, and as far as I know, it's connected or linked to Saint Germain and the violet flame as well. And he's the Kohen of this new age. His energy, you know, the ascended master energy. That's what I have been told. But yeah, intuitively, I'm violet as well, or purple, however.
Yeah.
Like what's behind Allie has it also. She has that color behind her.
Yeah,
It
absolutely.
keeps changing though.
No, they're changed again. Okay. Sometimes it is violet.
It is violet. I like the color when it goes violet.
Yeah.
I like that. So
I
what
had-
colors were in your bubbles? I forgot to ask you guys.
Shiloh was running around in my bubble because he makes me happy.
Oh, good. Yeah.
And he was running in bigger and bigger circles. And I was just like, oh.
Oh, see, that's lovely. What was in your bubble? What color, Melissa?
I had this beautiful light. It wasn't a dark fuchsia pink, but it was Archangel Ariel color, because I felt there was a lot of earth healing that was coming along with me, because that's my jam. I love working with the animals and the, you know, nature and stuff like that. So Archangel Ariel color was with me from the beginning. So, but I totally resonate with what Julie was saying. And when Susie said purple, that's what I was thinking too, the Saint Germain.
Yeah.
There it is right now. Right there. Aries got, Allie's got it right now. Stop.
That one.
Yeah.
And now it's turning to blue. That one.
Yeah.
I love it. So Vera, what color was in your bubble?
Well, it was the theme throughout from the beginning to the end.
Blue. Yeah.
But the fluorescent blue. So it's dark. I cannot explain what I really saw, but
yeah.
There's so many blues too, so it's hard to describe it sometimes.
It would be nice, wouldn't it, if we could hit record in here, you know,
and
then
show
play it
everybody
to
what I'm
someone and
looking
say,
at.
This is what I saw.
Right.
Yeah.
because I've always had trouble naming colors. I know the main colors, but all the in between, especially when I have to figure it out in English, I'm like, okay, you say violet, you say that. Oh, on my phone. Oh, that color.
Yeah.
And then there's all the in-between colors. There's periwinkle, lavender.
So Concha, in her bubble, she got golden, white and purple.
Wow.
Linda got violet as well. So yeah, Linda got indigo as well there. So I'm going to read out some of these guys in here and see if we can pick up more info. So Linda said, this is her experience, Linda Winger. Lots of us were on a lovely beach with a small rock wall behind us. We were also very happy and dancing and eating wonderful food. Off to the side was a path leading through the trees filled with animals and elementals, dolphins happily and jumping in the water. I did not get myself in that place. So that was beautiful, wasn't it? So again, Linda picked up the elementals. So that means that, you know, we've heightened our vibrations up to such a degree by this future that we are able to communicate more with the off-worlders and with the elementals. So thank you for sharing that, Linda. Concha got, what I saw was a tribe, my tribe working together, no sickness, and there were healing plants in nature. And the love was enormous that I felt. No homeless. And I was taking care of homes and gardens. I felt very safe and very happy. She also said government wasn't even in the place I was. It seems that we moved on from that. And Concha said same. I saw about med beds. Wow, we all saw the same or similar things. Yeah. So did you all feel as if there were med beds or technology of med beds and, you know, healing getting people back to how they're supposed to be, the food industry, you know. So yeah, you see, just because you add on to things. So Susie, what might come to you is bits and pieces. It's like, I don't know why, but I'm now picking up this. And I want you to trust it. I want you to just go with it. Okay, so I don't particularly close my eyes to meditate. I keep my eyes open and I just listen and communicate that way. You may be one of them. So so yeah, the information might just come to you without you having to do that. So please join in if you get anything like that. So
Right now.
Yeah, Julia.
Right now, a further
anybody.
A question.
Well, that's what I usually get when I'm in the zone. My eyes are open, and I do see you. But that's even more mystic, like as Susie is. I see them behind something.
I do that normally. I'm thinking about something or talking, but my mind is seeing other things while I'm speaking. And then I'm like, what am I doing right now? Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's why I'm so forgetful, because I get distracted by the things that I am seeing in my mind's eye.
But that's your clairvoyance. This natural clairvoyance that's coming in. So, you know, never worry about it. Just go with it. You know,
hopefully I'm not doing that while even if I'm driving.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you're thinking, how did I get this far?
Yeah. You're on autopilot.
I'm on autopilot. Yeah.
So hi to Wayne, who's in the chat there. My mum. Hi, mum. Hello, mum. Hey, mum. Conscious that technology was involved, but they're there for those who really needed it. Okay. And Jade Louise says, in my bubble, it was blue and purple, ombre. The world felt more minimalistic, and I felt that I had a bigger part to play in caring for others, but in a more holistic way. The clothing was very pale and free-flowing. Thank you for this lovely experience. Yeah, there was someone else who said about pastel clothes as well. Yeah, Concha, oh well, clothes flowing, pastel, iridescent clothes. So yeah, so just feeling freer, isn't it? You know,
yeah, more natural clothing, not the factory produced product.
Yeah,
so because I do feel that they do disconnect you from the natural world.
Of course. All of that's going to go. Julia, what was you saying?
Yeah, that's what I saw as well with the clothes. They were like they were not so like, how do you say in English? Extravagant.
Extravagant.
Simpler.
It was simpler.
Yes. Were way more simpler, easier, and it was not like you have to wear this label or, you know.
Yeah, none of that.
None of that.
You know what? It's always made me laugh, you know, when someone's got across their chest, Ted Baker. Who the fuck is Ted? Why would anybody want a Ted Baker? It's like, how egotistical is that of this Ted Baker? Saying everybody's got to have a T-shirt with my name on it. It's like,
I had a T-shirt of a cat. I had a T-shirt of a cat.
Yeah.
And that cat had a fly on its nose, was looking at it. It was this big. And especially in that time, I was about the size you were.
Yes.
And I put that T-shirt on. And right on top of it, right in front, were the eyes. Now,
right.
I can
if anybody wants
really
to know where my nipples are,
about it.
Here they are.
Yeah.
A guy was walking, and was hot, warm weather, and I was walking with confidence, like I'm here, and I see that guy glance his face went completely red because he saw then the eyes. He was like, I'm not
That's
looking.
funny. That's funny. And do you know what? I mean, if you're, it's like women, right? If they wear a low cut top and then they get annoyed that a man is looking at, so women, men, you're all drawn to looking at a cleavage or looking. It's
yeah.
just a natural thing. It's like
a magnet.
Don't get annoyed about it. It's like when someone's got psychedelic hair and it's like, don't you look at me. It's like,
What were you expecting?
why didn't you just blend into the background then or something if you don't want people to look at you? I just
My
don't.
younger daughter had, at one point, she had spiky hair all up here.
Wow.
Right? We went to her cousin's wedding and she goes, why is everybody looking over here? And I'm looking at her like, seriously? I had a shirt. My daughter and I went to Imagine Dragons. I don't know if you know this group, but they had t-shirts and I said, oh, let's go buy a t-shirt. So we each bought one. Well, on the cover, it is two hands bound together like this, right at the wrist, and a bird coming up. Well, when I put it on, it looked like some guy was holding my boobs. And I didn't realize it until I went to work and somebody pointed out to me and I'm like, what's wrong with you? It was a girl. I'm like, yeah, I'm not wearing this to work anymore. Nobody else said anything to me except for this one person. I was so embarrassed.
That person was obviously very brave.
Yeah, she wasn't my friend anymore either.
Oh no.
When
No, she never
someone
was,
helps
so.
me buy clothes, they always put me in clothes that look like this.
Too tight.
Too tight.
Way
I
too tight.
I can't stand that.
Yeah, I can't
that.
stand it either.
So
No.
I bought some shirt, nice and wide.
Yeah,
Lots of
Yeah, but
room.
then you look more thick. No,
Definitely.
it's the stuff I don't want to emphasize.
Yeah, because if you wear something too tight, it's like, everybody knows you have big boobs. You don't need to, you know what I mean?
I don't wear. I always wear low cut tops. I just even in the winter, it's just how it is.
Just to be comfortable. I mean,
You have your own style, don't you, about what you like and what you don't like, and that's it. You know.
That's it.
I'm all about just nice, comfortable. And when you feel comfortable, it doesn't matter what you wear.
Mm-hmm.
It
Thank God
should
we're-
not matter. And yes, sometimes because I have those shoes, when you look on top, it looks like I'm walking on socks, but it has a sole under it.
Mhm.
So, and then some do get annoyed by it. I see them and I just lift up my foot. No, it has a sole under it. And then you see them. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay.
Well, later on, it sounds like none of it matters. None of that matters. There is no kind of labeled products. It's all, feel good energy. And what about war? I mean, nobody felt that there was anything to do with war. Who said about travel being really easy? I think it was Melissa. Just because that's what is in my predictions as well. Just travel is just so easy.
You know what I love about it? We all got so much that was similar, which just says to me, it's already happened. We just have to catch up to it.
Yeah.
You know?
We won't have to worry about shoes because nobody's going to be wearing shoes.
Oh,
What
good.
I hate shoes.
Julia?
What I also think is, I think there will be a transit or transitional time regarding government or something like that. I think that it is needed. There is some kind of like positive, benevolent leadership maybe needed in a time period where we transition.
Yep.
And I think what also will take place is that we will be taught, like we get education. I think spiritual education, a lot of that people we have to learn how to be, what does it mean? Like Jesus tried, like Jesus and all the Buddha and Jesus tried. I
Yeah.
think there will be more education, more spiritual education for society in general.
Yeah.
If that
Jade,
if it
Louise,
makes sense, until we are ready to, because I think it will take quite a time to not have a government or some kind of leadership, because we're so used to it. We cannot switch from this in between 10 years or 20 years. I think from my personal intuitive perception,
end up that way.
Too early. So there's a transitional time, and we just need to, I think the first step will be to exchange good benevolent leaders, and it will happen step by step till we are able to have a society on a same level.
Yeah. Oh, it sounds wonderful.
Yeah.
Jade Louise says something. I felt as though something big happened and we were in the aftermath, but at the point where we're all seeing positive outcomes because of it.
Now, someone else said about aftermath of something. Who said that? That was Melissa.
Yeah,
So,
because there was like an event they showed me, like an event, and then they didn't show me when it happened, but then 10 years out, I could look back and see what it was, like something happened where everybody was on the same consciousness, I guess, the best way I can explain it. Yeah.
And do you think this is the flash, what they're saying?
It looked like, the way I saw it, that's how they kind of showed it to me, like this big flash of light, whatever that is. And I felt like there were souls that weren't ready to go to this new earth. So in other words, there are a lot of us that are deciding that's our path, but there are a lot of people that they want to continue on with kind of like it is now, with government and structure and all of that, and kind of that control, because they can't see anything else. They wouldn't know how to navigate through something that was so free, which is crazy, right? But from what that's what I felt. So it's like all the people, like when they brought me 30 years out, it was like we were looking at things from a much higher, like we could see the whole earth, and it was so beautiful, and it was green, and it was just renewed, that's what it looked like to me.
Oh.
Yeah.
So no oceans polluted, no, and I hate it when they say it's us, we're doing it. It's like, no, this goes to the top levels here. If they'd made a substitute to plastic, we would all be using that.
That's a classic 100%.
Yeah.
Gaslighting.
Our fault.
Put it on the people.
Yep.
Make them pay for it, literally pay.
Yeah.
But
for the cleanup, well, they're doing it.
Yeah, exactly.
May I add something? What I also think is things can also only change when we change our mindset or our consciousness.
Yes.
And the way, of course, they do the things and they provide us with all these things. We don't have any, there's no other choice at the moment. Of course, these things have to change, but first we have to change in our mind and consciousness, and we have to build awareness, because we are very abusive with nature and everything. So people, if we're not doing it consciously, I mean, I'm using plastic as well. I'm also in the system. I have my foot in the system as well. Okay. But I think it's really necessary for us, even if they're doing it and we're doing it as well. We have to change. We have to get awareness how to handle nature and the animal kingdom as well, and not to be so abusive.
Yeah, the food industry has to change, especially the meat industry. Everything has to change, because nothing is benevolent and with compassion. It's not about being benevolent or helpful. Everything is abusive at the end. But it isn't your everyday people. Your everyday people aren't going out and doing all of that. It's the small majority of this the population.
Yeah.
And they have been given power
Absolutely.
to carry on doing that.
Yeah.
And so it sounds like there's none of that later. So, you know, we just need to get through this change.
Yeah, a
Yeah.
crazy thing.
Yeah.
You have those cans of drink.
Mhm.
I can remember every single thing you bought in the shop about drinking bottles or cans. You would get, when you brought it in, you got money for it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That was
Mhm.
out. Oh, and it is all littered. And now all of a sudden they're advertising that it's back as if it's something new.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, no, we're going back
Remember
to how it
that.
used to be.
5 cents,
Yeah.
10 cents a bottle or something like that. Yeah.
I too, Linda, I also have to buy and get the plastic because you cannot
That's
find
how it's
any
sold.
glass bottles or good stuff.
That's
Mhm.
how it's sold to us.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And the thing is, we go back to everybody is rushing to work, to pay their bills, to do everything. That's most people in life. That's what they're doing.
Yeah.
So conveniently, we nip into a supermarket because we can get everything we need in the supermarket. You can buy cat food or your pet stuff. You can get, you know, toiletries in there. It's everything is conveniently there.
And the stuff that is really
There is
good.
no alternative easy at hand. And again,
Mhm.
that's what they wanted us. They're channeling us and funneling us into the way they want it to be.
Yeah.
And they are not going to be there soon. So we will be making the new rules. And the new rules are, you know, these places where you can go and have, I mean, I'm using this, it's called Smol, SMOL, it's called Smol. And you get given a dispenser, and then I get delivered to my door these little tablet things. I pop them in my dispenser and fill it with water, and they just renew them every now and again, and it just gets posted. And everything is apart from the plastic bottle, which is just reusable all the time over and over again. They just send these little tablets. You know, there's little things that we can do to change things, but
Yeah.
it's like it needs to happen more. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think if you bought, say if you had a washing up kind of a Diamante thing, like a dispenser, Diamante dispenser, or something that you really like, you know, these bottles, and all we did was buy little packets that were recyclable, the little packets, and we just tipped the stuff in, and just, you know, that would reduce so much plastic down, you know, and you end up not having a bottle of washing up liquid on the side. You have something pretty, you know, you have shampoo and conditioner, and you just add the sachet into the shampoo and conditioner, because a lot of it is water as well. You just mix it with water. You can do that at home.
Stuff you put on your bread, like anything that is meat. You have a slice and a plastic slice, but they put it on the scale with all the plastic in it.
Yeah.
So you're buying literally less meat, say if you want a certain amount, but by the time, if you would take it all out at home, they fool you at the spot, because you basically, you're not getting what you want, because all of the plastic is in between.
Right.
Yeah, but that's nothing. Yeah. 10
They have
grams.
that. They have that here with the American cheese, which, by the way, is the worst cheese there is on the face of the earth. It's individually wrapped, each slice. It's
Yeah.
exactly what you're saying, though. When you think about the weight of it, I'm sure that
It
counts
adds to
in
it.
towards it.
Yes,
Yeah.
it does.
I had the same type of meat to put on. I don't even buy it at the moment because I don't like the taste of it.
Mm.
And we used to, especially when you had the thin slices, it was a match it was just fun to get that thin slice off at once. Yeah, don't squash it between other groceries, because then it would be sticking. But the
can I
meat
ask-
back then didn't stick as much as the meat nowadays.
Mm.
Does
anybody's cats or dogs eat, well, dogs eat anything, but anyway, cats eat cheese anymore? Because mum's cats don't eat cheese anymore. There must be something, they used to, but there's something in cheese at the moment, they won't eat it.
Bugs.
We have.
Bugs.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Dogs will eat it. My dog will eat anything.
Dogs will eat anything. They just will
She'll
eat
eat
like,
anything and give her and then throw it up if
Poop,
it's not good for her.
cats. Listen, what do your cats eat?
Okay, yeah. So I was sensing into that. It's interesting. What kind is it? All cheese? Because my cats, one in particular really likes like good cheese, like we have Cracker Barrel or something like that. But then he's real finicky about like American cheese, like what Vera was talking about. And in Susie, it's the worst cheese in the world.
It is the worst cheese in the world.
Yeah.
Is
When
that
people
burger
want
cheese?
Or Velveeta.
You're talking
Velveeta's
about
another
burger
one.
cheese. Is that what
Yeah,
you're talking
that's
about?
what-
Burger
Yeah,
cheese?
that's what they
that's
use
what
in the
that is.
McDonald's. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
It's
yeah.
the worst cheese in the
Yeah, it's
world.
plastic,
Yeah.
isn't it? It's
Oh,
plastic.
yeah. It's disgusting.
So she
Ours
eats
is
some
still sitting
cheese.
in the fridge after months and months. We still have loose slices there and individually wrapped. They're still sitting in that drawer. And
I just
neither of
wanna-
us are eating it.
Just want to include the people in the chat here. Funny, Linda Winger says, funny. Many years ago, when they started changing deposit fees on bottled pop, my brother got the cashier and said he did not want to pay the deposit fee and poured the pop into a pail. It was hilarious at times, so he just gave the pop bottles straight back.
Well, he probably got a lot.
Lisa said, but they can easily melt plastic back down into petrol and use it for fuel now. And they need to do this more often. It's true. Our buses at the moment are running around on cooking fat, old cooking fat.
I bet that smells good.
Yeah, but they are. I mean, I suppose it's recycling a bit, but you know.
What I want to do with my vegetable.
In a queue, though, do you?
I want to take my vegetable oil and dump it in my car. My husband goes, "No, don't do that." I said, "Well, I don't want to use it. I'll use peanut oil before and all these other oils, but that stuff is the worst kind of oil you could possibly ingest." There was a video. Was it Greg showed it about this woman had this bag of a meal from McDonald's and it's 24 years old and it didn't get moldy, it didn't decay, got a little hard. It's like the French fries that you lose in the car between the seat. They never smell. They just sit there and shrivel up a little bit and get dirty, but they never like decay and get moldy.
Yeah.
A couple of years ago, I had bought some fruit straight from a farm, and I had some fruit that was given to me from a supermarket. I kept from each one orange, put it in the fridge. Guess which one decayed the fastest?
The fresh one?
Supermarket.
Oh, it did. It was making penicillin. That's how you make penicillin.
Well, yeah, that's true.
It took the it dried out, of course. I left it in there and I checked if it started to smell. The one from the supermarket had mold on it. The one eventually from this size orange, it was about this size. It just dried out. That's it.
Yeah. So guys, I think this is what we need to be doing, is thinking about not what we've got now, but thinking about what we think is going to be, because we are creating it now. We're creating that future that we've all seen in our minds, and you know, come up with an idea to fix the problems. you know, so that we can talk freely about them, and then they can start manifesting and becoming better, you know, like the food industry and, you know, meat industry especially, you know, all of that. We've just got to visualize it getting better, and you know, new rules and regulations about that as well. Melissa?
Yeah, don't you think, like, I think the thing that isn't happening yet is people aren't uniting. We're still just standing back and saying,
Waiting
what-
for
what-
some.
you know, we're waiting for something to change, but we are the change, you know. That's what I keep thinking, like, we complain about everything, but it's time to get proactive too, you know, in a positive way, not a negative way, because I don't want to live in a Mad Max world. If that's what's going to happen, I'm out.
No.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm gone.
No.
Yeah.
I'm not going to live in that world. So
I
No.
am confident that
The only-
the second everyone in the world says we do not comply to your demands,
right.
it stops
Yep.
right
No.
there, right
Just a
then.
collective no, absolutely. Yeah.
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 The only reason I would stay in Mad Max world is because Mel Gibson would be there.
Yeah.
If Mel Gibson and Robin Williams had a baby, it would have been my husband, because he looks like the two of them put together. I got the best. I got the comedian and the very good looking guy.
Oh, that's nice.
Nice.
Oh, that is
He's a dick
lovely.
too, so anyway.
So, an announcement: I will be in the USA from the 5th of June through to the 10th of July.
Oh
My
wow!
ticket is brought.
All right, might have some surprise visitors.
Coming. Yeah, I'm coming. So exciting.
Me
Yeah.
too. That's awesome. You already got your ticket and everything. That's
Yeah.
great.
Me and Greg did
Yeah.
it last night. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It is that it is not the time here. Otherwise, I would be like, but loud.
Uh,
Yep, so we're going to be doing beach meetups and all sorts of things. Yeah.
I think it's time I went and saw what the great hullabaloo is about in Sarasota.
I would love it.
I would love a road trip if I can grab a whole bunch of us and just go
Yes.
south.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
It would be
Yeah.
so much fun.
It'll be
You have
so
an
good.
easy drive, Susie. You just go straight down. I've driven that road
For
so many
13
times.
hours.
Just drive on down. I've done that many, many times.
How many
13-hour
hours?
drive.
13.
I think.
Wow.
It's 18 to Miami. So, and it's on the east. Well, it's almost like a direct line. I can actually picture it in my head what the trip would be like, but
Wow.
By that time, I'm already from the top to the bottom of Europe
Mhm.
and have traveled all the countries. That never happens here.
No.
It's an
No,
18-hour drive for me. 18 hours and 5 minutes.
Yeah, she's
Oh,
she's
God.
further away than I am. I'm
Oh,
I'm like
God.
north and south, and she has
Well,
to come from the west.
Now it's open. You know, the flight wasn't too bad because I'd already bought my ticket before and then I wasn't allowed in. So I already had a credit.
Oh, good.
But what I've now got to do is raise some money for my insurance, because my insurance is freaking high. So because of all my health issues. So that is what I've got going on, and obviously spending. So this is the point. We Greg and I are doing a fundraising reading day, and it is £30 a reading for half an hour, and we're doing it's marathon, so it's Friday the 12th, I believe.
I've been eyeballing it, Ellie.
Oh, thank you. Yes,
Same,
so I'm gonna
Ellie? I'll match up what you don't.
Wow.
What do you mean?
When you said you need to raise money for that. If you're short,
You're lovely.
because I want you to be there.
Oh,
Yes,
I'm
you
going.
really need to.
I'm doing it,
Yeah.
but I'm not going to go there without insurance.
No.
Yeah.
because I do have health issues.
How much is that, Allie? Just out of curiosity, because I don't know anything about it.
What, my insurance
Yeah.
Mhm.
for 1 month, it was £400.
Okay.
Don't
All right.
worry about it.
Yeah.
We'll
I
get we'll
hear-
get
You
it.
can't raise it, Ellie.
But obviously I've got to have spending as well. You know, I am going to be working out there, but you know, still I don't want to worry. I don't want to worry.
Right.
I want to make sure my bills are paid and things like that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm excited. Yeah, the marathon reading day is the 12th of May.
That's
So
next Friday.
next Friday. So
Next
we've
Friday.
got appointments from 2 p.m. UK through to 2 a.m. UK, and that will be 9 a.m. Eastern through to 9 p.m. Eastern.
Okay.
So yeah. So
All right. I'll get some people on it.
We'll be-
oh,
we'll be
thank
reaching
you.
out. We support you 1000%.
you. Oh,
I want my granddaughter to get a reading, so I'm gonna encourage her.
yeah.
Mhm.
So also what I've got, we've still got this lovely, beautiful amethyst
Oh my gosh.
still. So this is still going. So we've got a few spaces here. So if anybody does want a raffle ticket here, we
Wow, we
have
still have a lot.
we have 19 left, 31, 39, 42, 43, 47, 48, 49, 52, 53, 54, 57, 59, 62, 64, and 66 left. Okay,
So
so
are those £2 a piece?
it's £2. Yeah.
Okay.
£2. No, sorry, $2.
$2. Okay.
Yeah, $2. I think we're doing £2, $2. I think so. We're just doing it like that. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's the candle holder or it's the Druid Craft Tarot, whichever one anybody wants. And there are two.
And it's really good too.
Yeah,
if
you've got
anybody-
them.
Yeah, I like
And
them.
the mystery gift, 2 mystery gifts as well. So 3 prizes. So yeah. Yeah. So yeah, we got.
I don't have that one. I do have this one, Ellie.
Wildwood. Yeah, that's lovely as well. It's beautiful. We've had that in the shop before. It's come in the shop. Well, let's catch up with the messages. Okay, so I think people knew what was in McDonald's. I think if people knew what was in McDonald's, I think they would never eat it again.
Sure.
So that's, yeah, Linda. Yeah. Very leery of food that lasts too long and doesn't go bad. Yeah, exactly. Lisa says makes sense too, because both plastics are fuel. I'll put in petroleum. Linda said, I've no desire to stick around for Mad Max World either. Yeah, so
We'll
We're
stop
not
that.
gonna let that happen though. We won't
We'll
let
stop
that
that.
happen.
yeah, it's all gonna, honestly, I can't tell you, and you guys have given so much hope, and people in the chat with your visions about the progression.
Yeah.
You know, this world is going to be fabulous.
Allie, did you get anything while you were leading us through it? Because sometimes, did you get any other impressions like what we were getting? You're gonna
I
wait to
got
share
all of it. I got all
Okay,
of what
I
you were
figured
saying.
you
It was
did.
like, yeah, I'm seeing it all. It's running through. So as you were saying, it was like, yes, 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 yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I figured.
And definitely I saw off-worlders, and I saw kind of like fairies as well, that, you know, people will be seeing fairies. And I know that sounds crazy to some people out there, but there is a different dimension. So all it is tuning in ourselves to see different dimensions. That's where we see spirit, because they're in a different dimensional energy, and all it is a vibration. And once we as humans understand that we can raise our vibrations up and change things, you know, we can do anything. We can make things lift up. We can lift ourselves up, you know, physically. We are capable of doing so much. We've just been
that ball of energy that I threw out the window towards the one that lit the fireworks.
You could have made it rain, so they go, oh, sod this, we can't do any more fireworks.
Oh no, they don't give a damn. They just go use. They just use
Yeah.
an umbrella.
I haven't heard any, but it wouldn't surprise me with the coronation going on over it. It's like, ugh.
Well, I can tell you, I threw it, and that last salvo of firework, and then it was silent.
Mhm.
I just put it on that it can stay for a little while with the person.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do, guys, is tomorrow there isn't enough people signed up to do the tarot tuition level 1, but I am going to come on and do a live thing with tarot. So I'm just going to come on and I'll just teach you a few bits and pieces about, you know, some techniques and things. So that's what I've decided to do. So you can either come in and join me, or you can stay wherever you are and watch it later. So yeah,
That's funny.
that's what I've decided.
And Ellie,
What do you
Oh.
say?
I just laugh and it's funny. You can stay where you are, or you can come in. You're like, I don't care. Everything's good.
It's okay. It's
I
okay.
like that too.
Yeah, it's all right.
Ellie,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll do my best to be there. I'll
Okay.
get there right away.
Yes.
And yes, you're allowed to make fun of me.
Oh, I wouldn't. No more than
Well,
normal. I mean,
to-
you know, we all make fun of each other, don't we? We all tease and yeah, it's so playful. Jade Louise, time tomorrow, it will be around 5 p.m. 5 p.m. UK, that is. 5 p.m. UK, so that'd be 1 p.m. No, that will be 12 p.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. Won't it say? That's tomorrow. So I won't be doing the whole 6 hours that I would do on a workshop. Because after that, I'm going to be doing obviously the astrology readings. So if anybody here wants to join me in astrology readings, you see,
Well, I'm getting my
Julia.
energy up, Ellie.
yeah,
I found out a couple of things
yeah,
because someone sent me an article about fibromyalgia.
Fibromyalgia.
Yeah,
mhm,
thank you.
Yes.
And after that, I bought that just to keep my body warm. But I also ordered the natural product, natural stuff your body uses to reduce pain.
mhm,
That's a game changer for me.
Mhm.
mhm.
You'll have to share that.
I'll
Vera.
send the name of it because it's
Ashwagandha, right?
Oh, okay.
Okay, now
And then there's
Let me do
moringa
it.
leaf for the
well.
pain.
I have lost faith in herbal and you know this new pain relief and this new pain relief and this new pain relief, and I try it and I get disappointed every time.
Yeah.
It's like, oh God, here we go again. Oh, it's back again. Oh,
Well, the thing
So-
is, and I understand that.
Yeah.
When
hard
you're
dealing
in
with pain all
constant
the time.
pain,
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
body matches it, but it gets drained. Eventually, that's why you need sometimes that break. Okay. Palmitoyletalamide.
Oh, you're gonna have to take a picture of that and
I
send
had one
it.
of those, but the wheels fell off.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Short
Write
PEA.
it down in the chat and maybe we can pronounce it.
yeah.
Yeah,
Hi, Debbie Hempley. Hello. And Sean Wood. Hello, love.
So basically it helps. It replenishes, it supports the system.
Mm.
I took it the first morning, and that day already had way more energy.
Wow.
That's
Wow,
good.
that's good.
That is good.
And liquid B12.
Mm.
A friend
Yeah.
the friend that I did get the Reiki from, I sent a picture of my nails. Oh yeah, that's a classic B12 shortage. And I said,
Mm.
well, then I've had that from childhood.
Wow.
But for
I'm
B12
getting a good collection too,
I've
Ellie.
tried so many.
I know, it's very discouraging.
So much
Very discouraging.
money.
Isn't there a
I had
commercial
this-
like that?
The left shoulder bothered me, and then now it's the right shoulder. And I'm not sure if it's because of the way I'm sleeping, but I wake up but then all of a sudden I'll
Pillows.
go crack. And
I
then
just
I'll
got
feel better.
pillows. You need a
Yeah.
specific pillow.
Mhm. Yeah. It hasn't always been this way, and I don't know what it is, and I haven't gone to the doctor, and it keeps moving. So that's what makes me think it's fibromyalgia, because it moves, it goes to the
Yeah.
muscle. It feels like burning sometimes.
Yep.
And then sometimes I can't lift this arm all the way up without pain.
We're
You know?
being poisoned.
May I say
Yeah,
something?
yeah.
Yeah, Julia.
Julia.
I would like to say something. So we are about to change, and our bodies have to change too. And we have to everything has to raise the vibration, so everything goes faster. And that means our body wants to get rid of the toxins as well. And don't forget that I'm in this stuff, that's why I'm talking about it. But every single person on this earth has also experienced some kind of trauma or painful experience. We all have that stuff. And the body stores that stuff too. So if we have pain or aches and something like that, or fibromyalgia, that's only the last consequence. That's a physical manifestation of stuck trauma or stuck emotions, which are not released. So now this time I feel it's so intense, because we get confronted with whatever we should get rid of, release, and we have to support the body. I know it's not always easy. I'm not perfect in my diet as well, but it's very, if we want to have all the nutritions, it's also very important before we use them. We need to cleanse our the colon, because we cannot absorb any nutritions anymore if we put all this
Garbage.
shitty stuff in our body. Every one of us, except if you're raw vegan or something like that. I'm not raw vegan, but if you give yourself a time where you can cleanse or do a cleanse on your own pace, it doesn't have to be so intense, but then you have to clean the liver, and the colon, and the kidneys, and we have to give them time to also recover. But when we drink coffee and Coca-Cola and alcohol and cigarettes and all that stuff, it's horrible, and it's not supportive in the way we have to release it, and the body has to adjust. When we expand our consciousness, or even when we have released any stuff, emotional stuff as well, or psychological stuff, then there's also an adjustment in our DNA. And then the body, it takes time, and we go through phases. This is what I have personally experienced. And then we have to support it by drinking a lot of water. And, does it make sense?
It makes sense to me.
Yeah.
I had a really bad flu back in November, and I'm telling you, it took a month to get rid of it. And that was a colon cleanse. And it just kept coming and coming. I'm like, where's all this stuff coming from? I'm not even eating. And now it's my shoulders, and I think it's because I'm going to grow some wings.
It
honestly.
could be. Yeah, and just go with it. It's not easy, but I also had a lot of body aches and pains the last years. I couldn't even, I had times where I didn't know how to walk because I had so much pain in my muscles. They were like, so I think it maybe was fibromyalgia as well. Nobody could help me, and but I overcame it, so I healed it somehow. But it's really like helping the body a little bit, and then move into this pain, let it be there, and stretch your body a little bit, like very gentle, and this helps allow it to be there and feel into it. Give it a moment or a few minutes, feel into it, stretch a little bit, and say it's okay. I feel you. Like, be very loving and benevolent. And I think this is also helpful, and it doesn't cost very much. Yeah.
What if you have something that you were basically born with, a genetic defect, My vertebrae, none of my vertebrae is shaped the same. And that's basically where I don't feel the pain, but they say that condition, osteochondrosis.
Mhm.
Osteoporosis.
No,
chondrosis. Chondrosis.
CHRONDOSIS.
Yeah.
Mm.
I see words.
And what the GP said, it's calcium deprived skeleton. So basically it's brittle.
Mm-hmm.
And because it's not shaped the same, if I do too much, I'm getting the headaches and everything. So I got to find a way that I can still do within limits, support my body, support my system with as natural products as I can. And I hardly buy anything that is not right in the shop, except for that, but because when it's really bad, Coca-Cola and some certain chips, potato
chips.
Are the only thing that helps me back up.
What do you mean with back up? Like
Literally, if it flares up, I'm not able to eat. My breathing is horrible, and that comes from that back, and even loss of strength in my legs. And I've been working with it, so it's a lot looser, have more strength, but it will never change.
Supposedly.
Well,
What about magnesium? Magnesium is supposed to help move calcium to where it's supposed to go. It's like a transporter.
yeah.
A spray.
It's a genetic defect. So you have people that have huge deformed hands or face, or that's with me, with my back. So basically from up here till down there. And then with arthritis with it. So I have to keep everything as cool, as calm. That's why I do take a lot of baths with stuff to cool it down so it doesn't inflame. And I can at least do the things I need to do. But if I sit for a long time in the same, with my back, say I have a chair now, but that's a different chair. Because if I sit long on a couch that pushes me in a certain, well, eventually after an hour, half hour, an hour, I'm not even able to sit up straight. So, and yes, I'm taking extra of calcium also, but it is already there. It's completely oddly shaped.
But the Coca-Cola stuff, if I can say, I know is robbing you from any minerals. It's robbing us from Coca-Cola, is robbing the body of
Yeah, and
minerals.
I drink it on a daily basis, not only when it needed.
Okay, yeah.
What else is in Coca-Cola? Does it have any kind of minerals?
Insects.
What's that?
Insects.
Cocaine.
Crickets. Well, it used to be
no, not
cocaine. it
Wash
was
your
my.
car with it.
You
You can clean the toilet with it.
You can clean your silver.
Yeah.
Things really well.
Really?
It gets rid of blood stains.
But every now and again I get a craving for Coca-Cola. I do. Every now and again I go, I really need a glass of Coca-Cola. Not all the time though, but every now and again.
If you're having pizza, you need to have Coca-Cola with pizza.
Kind of comes together.
I
It
have
does.
Coca-Cola.
Don't drink milk with it. That's gross.
Oh.
Tell Greg that. Greg
Have you
needs to stop
tried
drinking that milk?
Have you tried Coca-Cola with a blob of ice cream in it?
Oh, that's
Coke.
so good.
Ellie, I gotta go.
Yeah.
Root beer with
And root
vanilla ice cream on the top.
All right,
Yeah.
see you later, Vera, lovely. Yeah.
I have a milk allergy, so it has to be
Coke
frozen
floats.
yogurt for me.
Who's tried Coke floats before?
I have.
Aren't they divine, aren't they?
What is Coke
They're-
floats? What is
It's
it?
a blob of ice cream in
Vanilla.
a Coke.
Yeah. Oh, it's
So good for you.
good.
I had Coca-Cola once.
It's
in
a
my-
treat. It
No,
really
no.
is.
Now and again, now and again.
Not all the time. No.
Yeah,
That's what we have to do for the grandkids because they don't know what they're missing because their mom
Exactly.
wouldn't show them that. Come
No.
on, I'll make a float for you.
yeah. When the grandkids come round, it's break the rules.
That's right.
Rules here.
Spoil them.
There isn't none. There's just be nice. That's it. Just be nice.
And then your kids get mad. You always said we couldn't do that. Well, you're my child. This is a grandparent rule.
It's a totally
Just
different thing with being a
sugar
nan.
them up and give them back to their parents. That's payback.
Yeah, and then they're all hyper. No, don't have. They don't come here that often. So when they do, I want them to
Sure.
have fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I'm going to leave it there. It's been amazing. Thank you. And thank you, everybody who's in the chat and anyone who's watching it afterwards. Please let me know your experiences of the progression. You know, let us know what's going on in your life.
Mhm.
In the future. How are you going to be? What sort of things are you going to be experiencing? And, you know, I see you guys tomorrow.
Okay.
It could be tomorrow. It's 2 shows tomorrow. I'll be doing the tarot one and coming back and doing the astrology. But yeah, I'll keep an eye. I'll put it in the chat when the approximate time is to do the astrology if anybody wants to pop in. So yeah.
Thank you, Allie.
Right.
Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Oh, well, thank you guys.
See, it was no accident. I just happened to pop onto Facebook and there you
See?
were.
Yeah,
Mhm.
No accident.
No.
exactly.
No such thing.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody. God bless.
Bye.
Bye.